So this is part two, and basically we're going to be applying the road surface templates and also the boxing layers. I'm not going to go into details in relation to the proposed road alignment because it's already been done. It's pretty much a straight road. But this, so I'm just going to turn that on. We're going to basically apply a template along this pre-designed super alignment. So to create the road strings and sections, we're going to go to apply many templates. I mean, I've already created it, so I'm just going to reapply the same function. And basically what this does is applies templates along the alignment every 10 meters. So I hit apply, and we put those strings on, standard string section. You'll see that it's created that first road along the alignment. I mean, the template on the left hand side is doing what we want, but the template on the right hand side is not doing what it's want, and I'll cover that in part 3. So I'll just quickly explain what I'm doing. I've just applied templates on the left hand side and the right hand side. I mean, it's similar to how corridors work in Civil 3D, whereas road 710 is just a standard template, and it changes at the road intersections. And then on the right hand side, same again, I've got different templates proposed there. But this video is in relation to boxing, so I'm just going to explain what's going on here. So boxing is applying different surfaces at underneath the road section. So how to get to that point, we go into models, and basically I'm creating 2 boxing layers. So boxing layer 1 and boxing layer 2. So these boxing layers are pretty straightforward. We've got 120 millimeters below the center line at the same crossfall as the road templates, and the second one at 300 millimeters beneath boxing layer 1, and it's the same, follows the same crossfall. So these are pretty simple boxing templates. So at the moment, no boxing sections have been created. And that's because we've got to set up the MTF to be able to read in a boxing file and then basically apply internally the boxing templates along the road. So to read in the boxing file, we have to go to the MTF editor, go to boxing and pick this file, and in this instance I've created a road boxing BF file, and what that's doing is it's reading in different layers, and it's usually using strings from the road surface to sort of reference from, or the boxing surfaces to reference from. And I mean, I won't go into too much detail. EXDS have created quite an extensive library on how to create boxing files. I'll reference that in the notes. I mean, boxing is quite complicated, but once it's sort of set up, it's quite easy to modify. And once you set up sort of a library, you can basically bring it across from different projects, and it becomes quite a straightforward task. But basically what I'm doing is on the right hand side, basically I'm applying different boxing templates along the road, and what I'm basically doing is the layer 1 corresponds to this boxing layer 1 surface, and if I go to layer 2, it corresponds to this boxing layer 2, and boxing 3, so layer 3, so forth, and it basically creates individual surfaces for individual material layers. And obviously layer 1 corresponds to that 120 mil difference, and layer 2 corresponds to that 300 millimeter difference. So if I hit recalc now with those boxing files applied, we should be able to see the road sections being created. So I'll just turn those models on. So it's these boxing layer 1, boxing layer 2 sections. And in this cross section, you can see if we turn on that Super 10 we created earlier, get rid of, you'll see that we've created individual surfaces, and then if we wanted to determine the volumes as long as we've turned on this interboxing layer volumes in the report file, we can find that each material has got a volume for it. So as we can see, the templates are not quite working how we want them to work, that was a quick a demonstration. But if you want more information on how to set up a boxing file, give us an email or watch the EXDS boxing training videos.